Question is told in the problem the ellipse is passing through the point x comma y, okay, and having its foci plus or minus c comma 0 is equal to, because it's on the x axis, right, foci on x axis, foci on x axis, okay, foci on x axis, that is plus or minus c comma 0 is equal to plus or minus 4 comma 0. Eccentricity value is nothing but c divided by a. So 4 divided by, now what is the required equation of the ellipse now? X square by a square plus y square divided by b square is equal to 1 when the foci is on x axis, right. So because it is passing through this point, I can substitute here. So 16 into 2 will be 32 divided by a square plus, what is the value of y square? Y square is 4 into 6, 24 divided by b square, that is equal to 1, right or not? So now I can say eccentricity is what is the question asked, right? 4 divided by a is what we want. So now we can write a square is equal to b square plus c square. So a square is equal to, what do you get? B square plus 4 square, correct? A square is equal to b square plus 16. A square is nothing but 32. So I can say b square is equal to a square minus 16. So 32 by a square plus 24 divided by, what do you get? 24 divided by, what is this? B square, a square minus 16, that is equal to 1. So 32 into a square minus 16 plus 24 times a square whole divided by a square into a square minus 16, that is equal to 1. I will say put a square is equal to, let me call it as m now. So 32 into m minus 16 plus 24m, that is equal to, what is it? M into m minus 16, right? So I can say 32m, 16 2s are 32, 16 3s are 48, 49, 50, 51 plus 24m, that is equal to m square minus 16m, correct or not? 32 plus 24, how much do you get? 56m, 56m. So we will get 56m minus 512, that is equal to m square minus 16m, 0 is equal to m square plus 40m minus of 512, right, minus 512. So we want to get the value of m, so we will do the sum and product, which is nothing but plus 40 and minus 512, right, plus 40 and minus 512. So what do we do? 512 you divide by the smallest number which you know. This is the easiest shortcut method that we can follow. So 2 2s are 256 times, correct, 256 times. 2, how much do you get now? 2 128 times. You have to keep an eye, okay, 128, 2 64. 64 and 8 doesn't satisfy. So 2 32, 32 and 16. 32 and 16. So this is m square, this is not plus 40 here. So minus 56 minus how much is it? Minus 16. 56 and 16 will be equal to minus 72, right? Minus 72. So here only we can stop, right? 64 and this is minus 72 and minus 512. So 64 plus 8, 64 plus 8, what do you get? Minus 64 minus 8. So we can say m square is equal to 64 comma 8. So we get m is equal to what? I told you, invert the sign of factors and divide by the coefficient of the highest degree term, that is 1 here, 64 and 8. But m is nothing but a square, that is equal to 64 comma 8. So a is equal to root 64 or root 8, correct? So a is equal to 8 or a is equal to 2 root 2, right? Anything can be the case. So when you put a is equal to 8, we will get 4 divided by 8 is 1 by 2, answer is matching when a is 8. When a is c by a, that is equal to 4 divided by 2 root 2, your answer to the question will be equal to root 2. See, this is not there in the option. So what is the answer that we get? 1 by 2 is the answer to the question. Root 2 you see in the option, but this cannot become the answer to the question. Why? Because this is nothing but root 2 is 1.414, right? It's greater than 1. And we know that the eccentricity of an ellipse, if you consider like this, this is the value of c. From here to here it is c, and from here to here it is a, right? So c by a is a value less than 1. So root 2 cannot become the answer to the question, even though it is there in the option. So that's a weak option. So answer to the question is 1 by 2. Here eccentricity of an ellipse should always be, for an ellipse, the eccentricity should always be eccentricity should always be less than 1 for an ellipse. This we have discussed during the synopsis also, right? For a hyperbola it should be greater than 1, for a parabola it should be equal to 1, for a circle it should be equal to 0. So, this is how the case is. Root 2, even though it is found in the option as option A, this cannot be the answer to the question because it is greater than 1. So, the answer to the question is 1 by 2. This is the option.